Good morning, everyone. Well, it was glad to hear that most of you loved the audio version of the report. And last week, since 2 weeks, we've been doing that. And one feedback which I received from some of you was that you need to actually download the audio file, and which is probably consuming a lot of space on your phone. So I was actually thinking on something different, and that's how we decided to start an audio podcast on our YouTube channel. So this is the very first version. I hope all of you love it. Do comment your feedbacks below. I am sure that's going to motivate us to bring this more in future. So coming to the daily market report, let us understand quickly. After our discussion yesterday, the markets are similarly acting. So if you remember, we had discussed yesterday that we are expecting a market to be opening gap down, and yes, it is going to be a major gap down with almost 200 points down. Yes, so the market is probably, if you remember, the market closed at 17,475 last Wednesday, and today the market SGX Nifty is actually indicating a gap down at almost 17,270, which is almost 200 points down. Yes, there will be slight variations by the time it actually gets listed in the market today, but on the pre-market today. But yes, it is going to be a major gap down, majorly probably led by the Infosys. So the major two stocks we track today would be HDFC Bank and Infosys, because the results came after the market closed last week. And like I told you, I am expecting a big gap down in Infosys, whereas not so big gap down in HDFC Bank. And however, like we discussed, these are two stocks which could still be accumulated at lower dips, and that's exactly is the plan for this week as discussed. Now, the major results that's coming up today, that would be Mindtree. Mindtree is coming up with its fourth quarter results today. Apart from that, your stocks in news, if you look at, is Tata Power. So there is a good news for Tata Power, yet another favorite stock of ours. So BlackRock Real Estates and Mubadala is actually investing almost 4,000 crores in their subsidiary, which is Tata Power Renewables. So this, of course, is looking really good, and there are a lot of international brokerages also raising the targets on Tata Power. That's good news for that. And apart from that, if you look at Mahindra and Mahindra, they are planning up. They have already hiked almost 2.5%. The prices on the vehicles, and that's going to be again positive for Mahindra. And if you look at Interglobe Aviation, which is Indigo, we already discussed about the aviation sector improving and taking a V-shaped recovery in the market. So along with that, we have a veteran, Mr. Vikram Singh Mehta, who is the retired Air Chief Marshal, taking up a role as independent non-executive director. So these are all things which are looking positive for Indigo, and yes, since we already have it in our portfolio, this should be really good. Indraprastha Gas has also increased the prices of the CNG, and that looks positive for the IGL stock as well. Now, some good news to Tata Steel people. There is a stock split being considered, which would be happening on May 3rd. So if you are having Tata Steel in your portfolio, there would be a stock split that will happen in that. Now, some good news from TCS side is that they have actually been selected as a strategic partner by the Financial Ombudsman Service, which actually is a great news, because this is going to give more opportunity to TCS, and that will lead to some positivity in the market. There's some positivity, another positivity to IT sector is HCL, which is expanding its global partnership with Avaloq. So, which is a leading provider of digital banking solutions, which actually is positive for HCL. So today, like I told you, since there would be major weakness to the market being provided by Infosys, probably TCS and HCL Tech actually can support it. That's something we can look forward to. But however, like I told you, there are a lot of people in the market who are looking to buy on dips, and that's exactly why probably 17,200 ranges, when it opens up, can actually lead to some buying temporarily. But today, like I told you, could only be the reaction to what has happened in the market when the market was closed. But the actual reaction to the market can be seen probably only tomorrow. So let us keep our fingers crossed. Let's see how market goes. I am sure we will win. The market goes up or down. So with that, I end this pre-market report. But before that, do remember, your feedbacks are very important. It motivates us to bring up more content. So it's very important that you put up your feedback in comment section. Looking forward to your feedback there. So thank you everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off from MPI Invest.